The travel time between Phnom Penh and Saigon was roughly 6 hours. I wanted to learn more about the war, how the soldiers were building underground tunnels to hide from the enemy. I was surprised how small the tunnels actually were. They spent not months, but years hidden 2 to 3 levels below the ground. Many of them lost their sight, had shrapnel buried under their skin, or suffered from other problems. In the city named after the first Vietnamese president, my hostel booking got cancelled and I quickly had to book an alternative. It turned out to be a local family, a married couple with their son and a grandma. We ate dinner together every day. This was their additional income to host me and some other guys. I heard a lot about the river Mekong. Its delta is a maze of tiny islands, floating markets, villages and rice paddies all around. I saw how they make coconut candy and tasted some cobra wine, which actually wasn't so bad. Vietnam is bigger than you would expect. It's stretched out just like Norway. I wanted to try the famous railway, 21 hours to Da Nang in central Vietnam with a sleepover. It was the peak of the rainy season, so my expectations were not high. Dinner is served around 6. Sometimes there is music playing, people talk to you. If they don't know English, they just take out their phones and translate. They come and they go. One older man never said a word to me, yet he invited me to sit down and eat dinner with him. Then upon getting off, he looked at me, shook my hand, and said his first word, goodbye. I wondered where people went, what their life stories were. Hoi An was a city full of lanterns and lit boats, candles floating on the river which flooded the city at night. banh mi and went for a pub crawl. The next day, I did a coffee workshop with a small, lovely group of backpackers.
It's bigger, definitely, than all the small ones you see everywhere. I think I paid for those 4 pieces.
Oh, fear not the cold, for riddles shall unfold, and we were young and bold. We had our secrets. Roll up your shades and see the seedlings now a tree. And
I have to admit, I missed cooking. There is delicious food everywhere, so you never have to make your own.
and so are we now. Our home lies dark and dead. Our kitchen and our bed. These knives they cut
Hanoi was a huge city with many stores and complicated traffic. I started to feel like I needed a break from all the organized chaos. My next stop was Sapa and the ethnic villages in the valley. You get to meet the locals selling their handmade products, you see the rice terraces and the tiny animals. Here I stayed in another homestay, and I just loved every minute of it. We had dinners together and then spent the evening talking and playing drinking games. South of Hanoi lies Ninh Binh and its pointy hills. The area is perfect for some biking or hiking. The locals pedal with their feet. Halong Bay is a place I'm pretty sure you have heard of. It is beautiful but sadly full of tourists, as the only way to see it is with a tour company. I fell in love with the sunset. There was no wind, just silhouettes on the horizon. Chiang Mai lies in the northern part of Thailand. It's very easy to get around and it has a sense of calmness to it.
Chin up, babe, tomorrow's a new year, little darling. Old Lane Sign and all the other cheers. In the moment feels just like you're here, little darling. Write your resolutions without fear, or leave them on the floor. Go and open a new door. Just keep blindly facing forward. Sun's the hottest at its core, and I warned you I get bored. There's too much to be explored, things that
Seeing the monks pray made me realize that no matter if you're Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, or Hindu, religion should never be a reason for hatred, wars, or genocides.
Tomorrow's a new year, little darling. Old Lang Syne and all the other cheer.
I even got a small bracelet from one of the younger ones.
Babe, tomorrow's a new year, little darling. Old Lang Syne and all the other cheers.
I spent hours trying to find the most ethical elephant sanctuary there was. We made a good choice. The elephants were rescued and taken good care of, so I went back home with a good feeling in my heart.
Baby elephant, quite simple. The yellow one here is a Mariopium farm to be a flower farm. It's in this area.
One of the last trips was visiting Karen village, another ethnic group which is known for their long necks and coffee. In my opinion, the area around Phuket and the islands around is definitely not as sustainable as advertised. It is beautiful to look at, but over-tourism and hundreds of boats are a problem at some places. I would just recommend to go elsewhere. More than 2 months have passed and I had the time of my life.
If I live to be 105, hope I don't regret staying alive, but I might. 'Cause my grandmother hates herself.
The question is, what's next?